While all eyes are still very much on Minnesota following the shooting of 37-year-old Alex Pretti by a Border Patrol agent, the video of the incident, we have to warn, is graphic. It is heavily circulating online right now, sparking a whirlwind of debate, with DHS claiming Pretti was armed and therefore a threat to agents, while others claim his gun was removed before shots were fired. And now President Trump is saying immigration enforcement will, quote, at some point leave that state, adding, quote, a different group of people will be there in Minnesota for financial fraud. Let's head out to News Nation's Nancy Liu live in Minneapolis. Nancy, what are we learning tonight?
Well, Natasha, despite the bitter cold, thousands of Minnesotans have spent part of their Sunday coming here to pay their tribute to Alex Pretti. All the while, another ramp up of rhetoric from federal and state officials. The heartbreak is raw and still growing over the shooting death of Alex Pretti, a beloved ICU nurse and second American citizen killed by federal officers in just a few weeks. Among the mourners who have left flowers, candles, and stethoscopes, Pretti's friends and colleagues.
This was so wrong. Super friendly, helpful. I had a coworker who he helped her de-escalate a patient, which is ironic, now, but I've only heard great things. I'm disgusted and I want ICE out of Minnesota now. They need to be abolished.
Alex was my friend. I lived with him for many years. We had so many good times together. We laughed so much. If there's one thing I want you to know about him, it's that he knew how to laugh.
While those who knew Pretti say his goal was protecting his neighbors, Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino has doubled down on calling him a domestic terrorist, alleging Pretti was disrupting a federal operation.
That individual, the suspect that ended up being shot, that individual showed up to do just that, to impede, obstruct, assault, and otherwise prevent law enforcement officers from doing their job.
In dueling press conferences today, federal and state officials continued painting starkly opposing pictures of the path forward. Governor Walz demanding federal agents leave the city, and Bovino calling for an end to violence against law enforcement as they forge on with Operation Metro Surge. Meantime, state officials taking court action to ensure a proper shooting investigation, seeking to preserve key witnesses and physical evidence from the incident, which involved up to 10 shots by federal officers. Pretti's concealed weapon appeared to have been removed before federal officers opened fire. That 9mm pistol is likely a major piece of evidence. Commander Bovino was pressed on that during the press conference.
Commander, was Alex Pretti armed when he was shot?
Again, the investigation is going to uncover all those facts, things like how many shots were fired, where were the weapons located. All those facts are going to come out in the investigation.
About a dozen state investigators were at the scene this morning, taking pictures and asking nearby businesses for potential surveillance video of what happened. Meanwhile, President Trump posting on social media today, calling on every Democrat governor and mayor in the country to, quote, formally cooperate with the White House to enforce our nation's laws rather than resist and stoke the flames of division, chaos, and violence.
Shut it down! Shut it down!
The new outrage spilled into the streets of downtown Minneapolis today, an estimated 10,000 people coming together to denounce another death at the hands of ICE. Protesters vow to keep coming out until ICE is out of Minnesota.
We will not stand for federal agents killing our community members in cold blood in the street.
And throughout the city, there's a hope that what happened tragically yesterday will be a turning point, a catalyst for de-escalation. But there is no indication from DHS that that is the case, with more operations expected in the days and weeks ahead. Natasha?
-2 degrees in Minneapolis tonight. Nancy Liu on the ground there. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.